Hey y'all, we're going to make a tangy slaw that has no mayonnaise. And I have 2 recipes for slaw in my first cookbook. What we're making today, sweet and sour coleslaw. And right below it is creamy coleslaw, and it would have mayonnaise. Today does not have mayonnaise. So I'm going to go ahead and put together the dressing, and then I'm going to go wash up my produce. And when we get back together and I'm doing that, I'll give you some tips and tricks. Okay, this dressing, you want to make it in advance so it can kind of dissolve. Got 1/2 cup of just some plain white sugar, and you can use your favorite sugar substitute. And I've got 1/4 cup of rice vinegar. In that goes. And I've got 6 tablespoons of your favorite oil. Now I'm using avocado oil, but whatever you like to use in your house. If you use olive oil, I really suggest using the lightest one because you don't want that heavy flavor of the heavy olive oil. Now, celery seed, not celery salt. So I'm going to add about 1/4 teaspoon. Yep, that looks like just a little more than 1/4. It's going to be fine. I love it. I love it. And then your favorite salt, about 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, get this in here. Put the lid on it. Give it a shakeroo. Okay, I'm going to go get all this produce washed up and give this some more shakes and let it get together with itself. And we'll kind of get us a bite. We'll get us a flavor of it, and we'll see what we think about our concoction. So I'll see you back here in just a minute. I'm going to go chop this stuff up. You already put this slaw together? Okay. I have about 1/4 of that big head of green cabbage. I was going to use 1/2 of it, and after I got it chopped up, it looked like 1/4 was going to do it. And these are pretty long, and you can just cut these to your heart's desire. And a lot of times, if I know that we're going to make these, do this for barbecue sandwiches, I'll slice these a little bit smaller. So I can't stand it when you bite into something and something pulls. That's not very good. Alrighty, and I'm just going to get this out of my way, and I'm going to show y'all how to core a cabbage, just in case anybody is new and doesn't know how to do that. This is an easy, quick thing to do, and my chickens are going to be so excited. Oh boy. Okay, now I have 1 carrot, and if you were going to do it in a fancy bowl and everything, you can do it in ribbons, and it just makes it pretty. And if you're doing everything long and do those in ribbons, but I grated the rest of it because it was faster. I won't stand there and do that. Okay, I'll show you this red cabbage, because it's really pronounced more, so you can see it more than you can the green. But this is the core. It's hard, and we're going to cut it out. So I'm just going to this is 1/2 of it. So I'm just going to put it on my board, and I'm going to cut it in half. And then see this core right here. I'm going to lay it down. I'll put my knife on an angle, and I'm just going to get in there and cut that out. And we'll give this to my chickens. Let me do this other one here real quick. Yep, got enough of that. Yes, they are just getting big enough now where I can put some scraps out there for them, but I'm going to cut them up real little because they're 6 weeks old, and I don't want them to get sauerkraut. Yeah, we're making cabbage talking about sauerkraut, huh? Okay, I'll go ahead and get the rest of this sliced up. Okay, let's just get this in this bowl here. Okay, so we got it all in the bowl. Now we're going to test out our dressing. See what we think. I love these popsicles. It keeps me from washing a spoon. I love it so much every time. Doesn't need anything. Just needs tossed. So I'm going to pour about 1/2 of this in here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing. might as well. And the sugar is not really dissolved all the way. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't it look like a party in a bowl? Okay. There we go. Okay, now here is you an idea. If you're going to a cookout, party, or you're going potlucking or anything like that, instead of taking it in your bowl, instead of like if it's going to need to be cold for a while, you can take your ice chest and you can put your slaw in a plastic bag and put it in your ice chest with your ice blocks or whatever it is you like to use. And then when you get to your place, you can pour it in your dish. If you're out on the boat and you're taking potato salad, you can do that with potato salad too. If you're taking potato salad, you can put that in a Ziploc bag and put it in the ice chest. And then you are ready. Let's just put this in this bowl here. And this bowl that I'm pouring it into, y'all, so every time I use it, someone asks me about it. And I got it at Hobby Lobby 7 or 8 years ago. And I dearly love it. It's just, it makes me happy to look at. Okay, I'll get a spatula and I'll get the rest of that good stuff out of there. None of that's going to go to waste. But this is in my cookbook. And when I was stirring this up, I had this wonderful idea. Ready? Okay. From now until the Tuesday after Memorial Day, like noon next Tuesday, I'm going to do free shipping on both of these books. And usually they're $25 plus $5 shipping. And I'm just going to take that $5 shipping off, and that's going to be my present to y'all. So they'll just cost you $25 a piece. And I love these little cookbooks. And also, I've not been telling y'all this, and I don't know why I haven't, because I use this all the time. And I even had to pay for it, and it's on my own blasted book. But there is a ebook available on Amazon. These are not. These are from my house because they're in there in my office. But the ebook on Amazon, you can get that on your Kindle. And I have a Kindle app on my phone. So the other day when we were going to the grocery store, I didn't get in my turtle hole and get out my cookbook to make sure I had all the ingredients to do everything. I got on my phone and I looked at it. And then I knew what I needed to get. So even if you don't like to have a Kindle that you're cooking by in the kitchen, it's a good thing to have on your phone when you're at the grocery store. And then you don't have to make 2 trips because we don't want to do that. So there we go. There's our slaw. And I'll see you next time. Y'all go do something fun. Have a big day. My son calling.